Hey y'all, by now I'm assuming that you've met my cousin, Sad Tina, over at the Jones Market. Now me and Sad Tina, we goes back a long ways, and I gotta tell you I got a bit of a bone to pick with her here today. Now Sad Tina, she's wanting y'all to pity her, and I gotta tell you there ain't no use in pitying Sad Tina because instead of her name being Sad Tina, it damn well ought to be Hussy Tina. And I think even that if you ain't from the South, you still know what the word hussy means. So on this Thursday night, I, her cousin, Routan Fetters, y'all can call me Belvee, I'm going to shed some light on who Sad Tina really is. Now, when we was in high school, me and Sad Tina, we was fighting over a boy, and his name was Jebo Hayes. And during our struggle for Jebo Hayes' love and affection, some things got a little bit ugly. And at one point, Sad Tina stuck maxi pads all over my locker door and even wrote the words Big Bush right above them. Now, unlike Sad Tina, I ain't afraid to be the bigger person here, and I'll be the first to admit that I ain't proud of some of the things I did neither. But at the end of the day, you better believe your girl, Routan Fetters, walked away going to the homecoming with old Jebo Hayes. Now fast forward a few years and me and Sad Tina, we was in nursing school together and we was doing a clinical rotation over at an old folks home. Now there's a lot of stuff I didn't like doing at the old folks home, but the worst thing of all was if I ever had to take care of the one they called Big Patty Routan. Now everybody knew that Big Patty Routan was the meanest one there at that old folks home, and if you was ever your turn to take care of her, you knew she's gonna do something awful to you. So one day it's my turn to take care of old Big Patty Routan, and I wheeled her down to the showers in one of those seats with the inner tube so I could rinse up inside her behind. Now y'all, I wheeled her down into the showers and I'm rinsing her off, scared out my mind of what Big Patty might do to me. And I noticed that the drain's a little bit clogged. So I'm rinsing her off fast as I can. Big Patty ain't saying a word, and the shower water's creeping up, and now it's touched the bottom of my pants, and the water starts to climb up my leg. When all of a sudden, Big Patty Routan, she relieved herself in that shower water. And I heard it splat out the bottom of her inner tube seat, and it swirled around in the water, and it started mixing into the bath water, and it climbed up my pant leg. And I was in shock, obviously, and so I looked up, and I caught eye of old Big Patty Routan, and y'all, she started to laugh at me. Now, y'all, I finished that bath just as fast as I could, trying to do my duties for that old folks home, and I wheeled Big Patty back to her room, and I marched straight to the break room with my pants covered in defecation water up to my knees, and I sat down, and I heated up my Hot Pocket in the microwave, and I just watched Judge Judy, and I just cried and cried and cried. Now, I'm sure some of y'all is wondering what does any of this have to do with old Sad Tina, and I'll tell you what. The week before, Sad Tina was in charge of Big Patty Routan, and she knew that the week after it was going to be my turn to take care of Big Patty Routan. And I found out from one of our classmates, Honey McClanahan, I found out that Sad Tina, she paid off Big Patty Routan to defecate on me in the showers for a calendar of John Stamos in a package of Werther's Originals. Now, I do love me a good Werther's Original, though. And bottom line, I ain't never forgived her since. And now you know the true story of the kind of person Sad Tina really is. Just in case some of y'all don't know my cousin Sad Tina, and you wants to see who I'm speaking of, you can find her over here at the Jones Market.